Part 1.2, Self-Assessment. When I think of self-assessments, I smile because I think about the opportunity to look under the proverbial hood of my mind and my body to see where I can improve. I always want to improve myself. I've been a self-help, self-development fanatic and self-proclaimed junkie since I was a teenager of self-improvement. During all that time, I was heavily involved in sports. I was a running back for 7 years. I ran hurdles, sprints, and relays in track and field for 8 years. Well, all that running and jumping and discipline and working closely with coaches to improve my athletic abilities taught me that the more I trained my body and my mind, the better I was able to perform and win. I ran for 1,000-yard rushing seasons in football. I won 2 state championships in track and hundreds of indoor and outdoor track races. I have more gold medals stored in a box somewhere in my garage than most trophy stores. Well, once my sporting days were over, I carried that mindset and discipline into my adult life and began to read all kinds of self-help books. One of those books that really stood out to me in my very early days was one by Dale Carnegie, How to Win Friends and Influence People. I still have that book that I bought on my bookshelf today. I bought it in 1991. I highly recommend you read it via Kindle ebook or paperback if you haven't read it already, because it's one of the most groundbreaking and timeless bestsellers of all time in the self-help genre. In it, Carnegie shares insights on how to make people like you. Wow, people really seem to like me. Or how to win people to your way of thinking. Hey, date me, I'm awesome. And so many other aspects of interpersonal communications with humans that they don't teach us in school. Reading How to Win Friends and Influence People is going to give you an amazing foundation on how to win friends and influence people. Now, why is that important? In order to succeed in life, in business, at work, on the job, out in public, while interacting with strangers, even friends or relatives, those skills are vital. Master them. Once mastered, and you've spent time working to improve yourself with the help of this book, wow, you're virtually unstoppable when it comes to socializing among others to find the one for you. See how all that goes hand in hand? Yeah. Now, How to Win Friends and Influence People is why and how I can do just that today. Win friends and influence people, and with total ease. An example from that book that jumps out is, if you want to gather honey, don't kick over the beehive. How does that translate into the dating world? Well, if you want love and romance in your life, don't be mean, argumentative, anxious, bitter, selfish, self-centered, triggered so easily, angry, violent. Ooh, yeah. Need I say more? Instead, give people what you want. If you want love, give it. If you want great intimate sexual experiences, know what you want and deliver that to the one you're with. If you want romance, be romantic. If you want to be married, find someone who wants to be married to you because of how kind and caring and giving and sweet and thoughtful and romantic and sexy and yet protective of your valuables. Your heart, your body, your mind, your bank account. Side note, Carnegie has another book that I'd recommend you read, which is called How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Yeah, another great book. If you worry and you're not living your best life, then pick up this book too. How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. Time-tested methods for conquering worry. Both of these are available on Amazon. If it were me, get the print versions so you can underline and make notes in those books. That helps reinforce what you read and learn. Cool. Now, why did I recommend those books to you? Because they will cover material that I don't cover in my book, where interacting with others is crucial to your dating and finding love success. They'll give you another perspective on how to win friends and influence people, and then some. Living a life filled with love and romance helps when people like you and want to be with you. When you come across as friendly and you're approachable, when you are kind and soft-spoken and patient to hear others out and helpful to them, they want to be your friend. Perhaps they want to be your love interest, and they want to be in your life. Trust me, I've had many women tell me, Bart, you're so sweet and kind. Are you dating anyone? Even though women want and love the bad boy, they still long for and deep down desire a sweet, loving, romantic kind of man. Guys, take note. And you know what? It's okay to be the bad boy on Friday night, Saturday night. But the majority of the time, you can't live like that. Go get those books and practice what you read in them. I have, over the past 30 years, and it's worked wonders for my business, winning clients, closing deals, making money, winning friends, and influencing people. Need I say more? No. Let us continue. Now, add to those 2 book recommendations to what I'm going to provide to you here. And again, you will be unstoppable in the field of dating and prospecting for love and romance. My part in this section is to help you become the better you. As I discussed earlier, to do that, I'm going to ask you to ask yourself a number of personal questions, which I want you to answer honestly. No one's looking, and you don't have to share your answers with anyone, not even me. So do answer them as honestly as you can, okay? Then I'm going to give you some advice on how to improve several aspects of your life, both internal and external. I'm going to give you some money tips, how to deal with sex, and things you should stop doing. Seriously, just wait till you implement the advice I have for you. Your mind is going to become so sharp in finding and attracting love into your life. That's what I want for you. When it comes to finding love in this crazy whack world, most people don't even know how or where to begin. They just throw their wishes, dreams, and prayers out up in the air, hoping someone, hopefully well-suited for them, will hop along. Yeah, it doesn't work like that for the most part. I don't even know if I would trust that approach in today's world. Too many crazies out there. Even with all the dating apps and websites and matchmaking services, who are these people you're getting introduced to? Who are these people reaching out to you with their winks and hellos? We must be on guard, mentally equipped, knowledgeable, and prepared to vet people fast, all while winning the attention and interest with the right people better suited for who we are. I'll tell you, if it were me and I was to head out there in today's dating world looking for love, I'd want to become the best version of myself in as many areas as possible, so that when I'm introduced to someone who expresses interest in me as a potential mate, I can spend all my time either vetting them out quickly and telling my story, because I know me very well. When you know what you like, don't like, when you're on the move, when you've got a lot going on in your life, those prospects before you better be on their toes and present a good resume themselves in order to win your heart. I know, we're not supposed to have long lists of what we want in a mate, and that's fine. I'm more talking about the fact that you are already a hot prospect with a lot to offer the other person. We are not going to be subjecting ourselves to some dodo bird of a potential mate. Oh no. You are too passionate, your heart is too valuable, your time way too valuable, and your life, no. We're going to set the bar high. We're going to live that bar, and we're going to set the example for how we want to be treated, where love is concerned, romance, support, and care, or else, bye-bye. When you know so much about you, You're better able to spend your time and attention on them, trying to see if they would be a good fit for you. That's what pairing up is all about, right? By pairing you with that special someone who contributes to your life in specific ways that bring about personal happiness in your heart, lifetime accomplishments, and lasting memories. More specifically, a romantic love interest brings us company, companionship, conversation, entertainment, experiences, protection, fun times, love, and personal growth. Is that other person ready to give that which you are preparing to give them? The better you become, the better the prospect becomes. Let me say that again. The better you become, the better the prospect becomes. At least we can hope, right? Of course. But seriously, in the upcoming sections, we're going to dive deep into a lot of self-help material when it comes to finding out all about you, what you like, dislike, mistakes you might have made in your past relationships, and how you can learn from those mistakes, among other aspects that will be helpful in building unstoppable confidence and attracting the right person into your life. How does that sound? I believe deeply that in order to find the one for you, you got to get to know number one. That's you. Inside and out. Again, what are your strengths, weaknesses, likes, dislikes, hot buttons, turn-ons, turn-offs, non-negotiables, bendables, and flexibles? Well, let's find out, shall we?